In the ever-evolving world of celebrity gossip and social media frenzy, few stories capture the public's imagination quite like the whispers surrounding Zendaya's personal life. The talented actress, known for her captivating performances in hits like Euphoria and the Spider-Man franchise, has once again found herself at the center of intense speculation. This time, it's a seemingly innocuous video clip featuring her alongside her fiancé, Tom Holland, that has ignited a firestorm of debate across the internet. The footage, which surfaced unexpectedly, shows Zendaya in a moment of what many interpret as protective tenderness, leading fans and onlookers alike to question: is Zendaya pregnant? The video in question emerged from a heartwarming Make-A-Wish event held on the bustling set of the highly anticipated Marvel film Spider-Man: Brand New Day. For those unfamiliar, Make-A-Wish is a non-profit organization that grants life-changing wishes to children battling critical illnesses, often creating magical experiences on film sets that blend fantasy with reality. This particular visit allowed a young fan to step into the superhero universe, rubbing shoulders with the stars who bring these characters to life. Amid the excitement of scripted scenes, superhero suits, and behind-the-scenes magic, Zendaya and Tom Holland made time to interact with the child, their genuine warmth shining through the camera lens. It was a moment meant to inspire hope and joy, but what caught the internet's eye was something far more personal. In the clip, Zendaya appears dressed in a sleek, long trench coat that drapes elegantly over her frame, its fabric flowing with every subtle movement. As she navigates the set, her hand instinctively rests near her midsection, a gesture that could be dismissed as casual in any other context. But in the hypervigilant world of celebrity scrutiny, nothing is ever just casual. The coat, with its loose fit and structured silhouette, seemed to some like a deliberate choice to conceal rather than reveal. Her posture, slightly hunched and shielding, fueled the flames of curiosity. Within hours of the video being shared by an eagle-eyed user on X, formerly Twitter, the platform exploded with reactions. Hashtags like #ZendayaPregnant and #ToMayaBaby trended globally, turning a private moment into a public spectacle. The comment sections beneath the post became a battlefield of opinions, where fans dissected every pixel of the footage. One particularly vocal user proclaimed with unwavering certainty, "They can't fool me. She's so pregnant." The declaration resonated with thousands who piled on with their own theories. Another commenter chimed in, "I know Zendaya is pregnant, I just can't prove it yet," capturing the tantalizing limbo of rumor mill logic, belief without evidence, driven by intuition and hope. Supporters pointed to subtle physical cues: the actress's radiant glow, often romanticized as a hallmark of impending motherhood, her cheeks, which appeared fuller and more flushed than in recent appearances, even the way her eyes sparkled with what they dubbed that special maternal light. These observations weren't pulled from thin air. They echoed age-old tropes in pop culture, where women's bodies become canvases for public projection. Social media's algorithmic magic only amplified the buzz. The video was reposted across TikTok, Instagram Reels, and Reddit threads, each iteration adding layers of analysis. Amateur sleuths zoomed in on timestamps, comparing Zendaya's outfit to past red carpet looks, noting how the trench coat's belt hung looser than usual. Fashion forums debated whether it was a high-end piece from a designer like Burberry or a custom set garment, but the consensus among the most invested was clear: this was no ordinary ensemble. It was armor against prying eyes. Memes proliferated, blending Spider-Man Easter eggs with pregnancy puns, web-slinging into motherhood, while fan art imagined a tiny Holland-Zendaya hybrid swinging from webs in a onesie. The virality was relentless, crossing oceans and time zones, as netizens from Los Angeles to London refreshed their feeds for updates. Yet, beneath the excitement lurked a darker undercurrent. Not everyone celebrated the speculation. A chorus of voices rose in defense of Zendaya's privacy, decrying the invasive nature of such assumptions. "Why do we feel entitled to women's bodies?" one user lamented, highlighting how quickly joy turns to judgment in the digital age. Critics argued that the focus on her midsection overshadowed the Make-A-Wish event's true purpose: bringing solace to a child in need. They slammed the culture of entitlement that reduces accomplished women to their reproductive status, a pattern all too familiar in Hollywood. Zendaya, at just 28, has navigated objectification since her Disney days, evolving into a producer, fashion icon, and vocal advocate for mental health. To reduce her to a potential baby bump felt, to many, like a step backward. This isn't the first rodeo for Zendaya when it comes to pregnancy rumors. Flash back to 2022, when a fabricated ultrasound image, complete with a grainy scan and celebratory captions, circulated like wildfire. The hoax, likely born from a Photoshop enthusiast's whim, forced Zendaya to address it publicly, her response a masterclass in grace under pressure. In a candid Instagram story, she urged her followers to pause before sharing. "These baseless assumptions hurt more than you know. Let's celebrate each other without the speculation." Her words resonated, sparking conversations about digital ethics and the blurred lines between fandom and fixation. That incident, though painful, showcased her resilience, turning a moment of vulnerability into one of empowerment. What makes this current rumor sting even more is its timing. Zendaya and Tom Holland, who went public with their romance in 2021 after co-starring in Spider-Man: No Way Home, have been a beacon of low-key couple goals. Their relationship, forged in the high-stakes world of blockbusters, has thrived on mutual support and privacy. Holland, the ever-charming British actor behind Peter Parker's web-slinging antics, has spoken glowingly of Zendaya's influence, crediting her with grounding him amid fame's chaos. Engaged since early 2025, the pair has dodged wedding date prying eyes, focusing instead on their careers. For Zendaya, that means wrapping Euphoria's final season while prepping for Challenger's sequels. For Holland, it's helming Spider-Man: Brand New Day, a reboot promising fresh villains and emotional depth. The upcoming Marvel film, set for a theatrical release on July 31, 2026, adds another layer to the intrigue. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, known for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the movie aims to blend high-octane action with Parker's post-college struggles. Rumors swirl of multiverse cameos and a darker tone, but the Make-A-Wish video offered a rare glimpse into the collaborative spirit on set. Zendaya's involvement, though not as MJ in this iteration, underscores her enduring ties to the franchise that launched her to A-list stardom. Could a pregnancy announcement tie into the film's promotional cycle? Fans speculate wildly, imagining press tours with subtle hints or a family debut at the premiere. As the days tick by, the silence from Zendaya and Holland speaks volumes. Their teams have yet to issue statements,